It is easier to fool people than it is to convince them that they have been fooled. And I thought that was an appropriate way to start off this video. But guys, today I'm going to be talking about how the Matrix will not win. And by the Matrix, I just mean the system. A lot of people refer it to it as the Matrix because of the movie The Matrix, that is kind of basically a documentary about what is going on in our lives and has been going on for a very long time. Maybe not in a literal sense, but definitely metaphorically, it is extremely accurate, and also literally accurate in some ways. But the Matrix is, it's become more popularized recently by certain people. I won't even say their names because that's how canceled they've been. Which is why I was inspired to speak out finally, because this was the last nail in the coffin for me. And for those of you who've been following me for a while know, I used to talk about this a lot more early on, even removed some of my videos or just got some taken down, and it just wasn't, I didn't feel like I was helping people by making them afraid. So what I intend to do with this video is to not make you afraid, but to inspire you. I want to inspire you to live in a state of love instead of fear, and to watch my other videos and to get into spirituality and to really escape the Matrix, because the Matrix, the only reason that it exists is because you still believe that you are this identity. You believe you are your ego. You believe you are the body. You believe that you have a mind, but you allow it to control you. You think the mind is you sometimes, and you don't even know it. So if you really want to escape the Matrix, you have to open your third eye, and there are many valid points that people are making about escaping the Matrix that are getting them completely thrown off the platforms and maybe not even here at all. And this has happened way back in history. And I'm doing this for those people, and I realize I really don't care about anything else other than this, so I'm willing to just go all in with this. Like, this is how much I care about it. It's not sustainable if you're only in it for money, and I've been here for years, never sold anything, so hopefully you believe me when I tell you I'm trying to help you. And the Matrix has basically infiltrated every aspect of society. Just like in the movie, they say, Morpheus is talking and he's like, you see the Matrix everywhere. Like when you go to school, when you go to church, when you're at the grocery store, you see it and you feel it. And your whole life, you've always thought, there's something off, there's something wrong. And that's how I felt before I had a spiritual awakening. But you realize that you have a gift and you have the power. You possess the power to create your reality. And if everybody knew just how vividly they are already creating their realities, they would change a lot of their habits. They would change who they're being. And I've known this for a while and still struggled to change my habits. So I can only imagine how hard it is for some people. But a lot of people are becoming clear agents right now. We've got people speaking out on behalf of the Matrix, and those people are the ones to be scared of. I mean, it's hard to navigate the mainstream media, right? Because a lot of the good guys are actually the bad guys. A lot of the people they portray as bad guys are really the good guys. So just about any time anyone gets deplatformed, I know they were saying something that is true. And it can't last like this forever, guys. And there's other platforms coming along. You'll see me on there likely one day. But I love YouTube. Don't get me wrong. YouTube is an amazing platform. I want to use this platform to inspire other people who feel like me. But because I am trying to inspire a young generation, I feel that if I get too big, I may be seen as a threat. And making videos like this puts me on their radar, because the surface level stuff that they cancel people for, the jokes they make, the little small remarks that anybody with common sense could tell they're joking, they use that as leverage to pump out these articles everywhere and spread it all over Twitter to make people believe that someone is bad just because they've watched a few 15-second clips of them. And now they assume that everything else they say is wrong, or they think they're a bad person and they shouldn't even be allowed to speak anymore. So anybody who is for that, you are a coward. You don't have to be a coward. I'm not saying that, but that is a label that I would attach to you right now, is that you are just submitting, and you know it. That's what annoys me, is a lot of people, they know that I'm right about this. They know, yet they still don't want to look at the truth because they are so dependent on the system that who would they be if it weren't for the system, if it weren't for the matrix, for what they believe they are? Who would they be? Their entire worldview would change. So I don't blame them. It's very, I mean, I was like that when I first awakened. It's hard. You're holding on to that old identity, and that it's like the dark night of the soul. You're clinging to the old beliefs. But because they are being so obvious with just the blatant censorship of people and just canceling people, you're not allowed to make a mistake anymore, guys. You can't come back for mistakes that you made years back, because that will haunt you forever. It's like, people can grow. We're always evolving. We're always changing. And we need to stop this narrative before it grows too big. And it's already grown big enough for me to get pissed off enough, and you pissed off the wrong person. So I'm just letting y'all know, you can't get rid of me wherever. If you get rid of me from here, I'm still going to be somewhere. And that's for all of you. Just find me. I will be somewhere. All the world's a stage. Shakespeare said this a very long time ago, but few people actually took it seriously. But it still holds true today. I wonder why Hollywood and all of these actors are always so closely tied to power structures and so closely involved with what we would refer to as the Matrix. We've got a lot of really good actors, actually. I mean, to some people, to me, it's very obvious, but to a lot of people, they've had them fooled for so long. But now anybody can get on social media and just speak and get a platform. You don't have to get signed by one of these media companies to be allowed to speak on TV. And so now they can't control the narrative, and that's what they're worried about. They are terrified of people like us. They're terrified of a generation rising up. And this is going to happen anyway. It's written in the stars, guys, so don't worry. But we're going to go through a lot this year in 2023, and I just want to make this video to let you know the Matrix will not win. They will not win as long as we don't give up, as long as we keep going. You know, we've already experienced a lot. Many of us awakened because of the things they did in 2020, and it's almost as if they know this is going to happen, and they're just making movies, making shows, making blatant references to things that they know some people are going to catch on to, because I do believe there are some good people still left in the media that maybe infiltrate it and have planted little seeds, and that's what you see. The fact that you can't even speak about some of the lies that have taken place on a platform like this should show you that it might be true. Everything that people are getting deplatformed for, is it true? Because if it wasn't true, why would you need to take them down? And they say, well, it's hate speech. It incentivizes other people to participate in hate speech or to do bad things. But to them, I would say, what you guys have been promoting is hate speech. What you guys have been pushing onto the youth is a crime. It should be seen as a crime. It should be wrong. It is wrong, and you know it's wrong, and that's why you're doing it. But you've somehow convinced some of these people in society who just believe everything they see that this is somehow good. And somehow spiritual people are seen as the idiots who just believe whatever we sing, and we just believe in nonsense like crystals and all this. But actually, these people are using crystals to manipulate consciousness. They're using these methods to manipulate people in an evil way. And so that's why they want it to be seen as stupid. Everything that is seen as normal, everything that is seen as good by most of society, you should know there's a reason they've pushed that narrative. There's a reason that they want you to do that. If they've lied about these things, what else have they lied about? And it's a harsh reality to face. It's a harsh thing to look at. And so many people know that I'm right about this, and they don't want to look at the truth, and it's okay. I've let go of that problem a long time ago, but occasionally I'll plant a seed just to say, but it does make me feel bad sometimes because I'm trying to save you. I'm trying to save just the general population from being manipulated, because it's very easy to be manipulated, and I see it as such an unjust thing, and it makes me so mad that I'm willing to give up my entire life to dedicate it to telling people the truth, to finding the truth for myself, and to telling to telling everybody else that it is possible for you to create your reality. It is possible for you to find peace outside of the matrix. Have you ever had a dream? Probably. And in that dream, before you woke up, unless it was a lucid dream, you probably believed it was real the entire time until you woke up and realized, oh, that's why all that crazy stuff happened. That would never actually happen. But who's to say you're not dreaming right now as well? You are in a body, dreaming yourself up as this human, as this character, as this Avatar the movie, but you're dreaming up this person, just like the Matrix movie, just like Avatar, that you're living in a whole nother reality, but you're actually somewhere else. You're actually at the highest state of consciousness. You're actually source consciousness expressing itself in many different forms, and we are all source consciousness expressing ourselves in different forms. And that's why you should see everybody else as yourself and see the God that is within them. Even those who persecute you, even those who hate on you, honestly, when somebody hates on me, I know that that's just going to boost me forward, and they're going to have to pay for what they just did because of that. So you should never actually be that worried about people hating on you. That's a hack for dealing with haters. If you guys have anybody telling you can't do something, or somebody you feel like in your life is really restricting you, that is only their you could call it karma, I guess, if we're talking about the law of one, that they're building up for themselves to have to go through. They're only hurting themselves by doing that. And yes, those words may hurt you, but I think every time someone says something negative like that to me, I use that as fuel. I use it as energy, because energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transferred. It can be transmuted. Use that negativity that they throw at you. Use the negativity that society has thrown at all of us, the matrix as a whole, if you want to call it that. Whatever it is for you, the system. Take all of this negative energy. We are going to transmute it, and we are going to awaken the world. And this is going to happen, and it's already happening, and it's been happening. Row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. That's like one of the first songs that we learn. Let that sink in. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. I mean, that's what we're all doing. We're rowing our boat down the stream, and life is just a dream. We're just dreaming up this thing that's going on. And to people who are skeptics, I am a skeptic, actually. That's why I had to be skeptical of religion. I had to be skeptical of school. I had to be skeptical of the system, of everything. And I broke free from all those beliefs. But some would see my beliefs as just being an idiot. But really, can you prove to me what's going on here? I'm not trying to say that I have all the answers. I'm just saying it's not what most people believe, because the world is already insane. Like, if you just look around, it's like, what is even going on? If you actually sit by yourself for a while and don't distract yourself with your phone and a bunch of background noise and whatever, if you just sit in silence and breathe and experience the present moment, you will find that you have always been the one with the answers, and you have always been the one. So to everyone who has felt misunderstood as they've tried to help other people in their lives, or just felt alone and kept it all to themselves, I'm with you, and I gravitate to people who are misunderstood. So you probably found me for a reason. I've felt misunderstood for a lot of my life, and I've had some synchronicity recently that has helped me understand myself in a way that I never did for a very long time, and I plan on making videos about that. And I got a lot of like good videos in the works that I'm going to be releasing the next coming weeks. So subscribe if you are interested, guys. I'm going to be having the video Take Your Power Back on the screen. It's very important for right now. If you want to escape, watch this video. take your power back. And I've also got meditation and a free crystal giveaway in the description. Moldavite. Peace out. Universal crystals forever.